Dylan.
Hey, Shalaunda.
How are you today?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You know what I'm about to ask you.
The latest and greatest.
Latest and greatest, please and thank you.
All right, well, let's get to the latest and greatest. We woke up and we have opportunity.
100%.
All right, and so, my perspective on things is as long as we have the opportunity, then we're doing great, right? Waking up on this side of the fence, the
100%.
yard, the grave, however you want to put it.
1,000%.
All right.
I like what you said about the opportunity, though.
Yeah.
And I think we don't have to go on a whole long tangent about it, but that's why we got into real estate ourselves, is because the opportunities we get to create for others as well as ourselves.
Absolutely. I love it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Dylan, tell me some of the latest and greatest.
Latest and greatest. Well, I would say opportunity, but you beat me to the punch of it all. I just would say latest and greatest is I'm really grateful right now for my sphere. Right now my business has been really booming, and I've been very lucky to say I have some of the best people around me who believe in me in the business.
Well, tell me more about sphere for those who may not necessarily just...
Fair enough. Yeah, I definitely. I don't think we've ever thrown that term. We might have thrown it out, but we never explained it.
Right.
So sphere is the people that know, like, and trust you, right? So they have to know you. 2, they have to like you. And last, and honestly, I'd say the most important, they do have to trust you.
Absolutely.
If they don't trust you, they're not going to refer you.
Absolutely.
And for our businesses are built on our sphere and referrals.
Indeed.
And so there's no bigger compliment that I can get for my business when someone either texts me, calls me, DMs me, any form of communication, and says, "Hey, I have somebody who's looking to buy a house. I'm telling them about you."
Can I give you a drum roll?
You can give me
Bingo.
Bingo. And so these past couple of weeks, I've had a couple referrals come in, and it's from people who I may not be best friends with.
Right.
But definitely it feels really great to earn their trust.
That's right.
Because I don't think trust is something that should be expected.
That's
something
right.
should be earned. And it can be taken away very fast.
Absolutely.
It's something that, for my business, how I like to tell people is that for me, I run my business as where I want to go over the expectations that are set.
That's
and
right.
give you a higher value than even expected.
That's right.
Right? Overperform, underpromise. Underpromise, overdeliver.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So
but that's the thing, Dylan, right? At the heart of all business is that value, that exchange, right? Liking, knowing, trusting who you can work with.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would say that's my latest and greatest, and thank you to those who constantly and consistently are referring me to their friends, their family, and their spheres.
Indeed. I gotta get some friends. I gotta find some of that.
Oh, Shalaunda. Shalaunda knows a ton of people. Let me tell you, every time we're talking, she makes a new friend every day. I swear.
Dylan is charming, like, you're just charming, just so charismatic, right? Very good person, warm-hearted. So
thank you, Shalaunda.
no, absolutely.
I really appreciate that.
Like, I wouldn't do I wouldn't be doing this podcast with you if I didn't feel that way.
Vice versa. I wanted, for me, someone who I really can connect with on a great level with, but also just have a great conversation.
Yeah.
And I think for that, on my aspect, I'm not a huge... I don't have a ton of friends. I really don't.
You talking about you. I know people, but I do not have a ton of friends. I think that it's just me and one other person.
No, but that's how I am too. Like, I don't have a ton of friends. I know a ton of people.
Okay.
So I think that's where you and I relate a ton.
And I think so. So it's funny that we're even mentioning, and you guys, sorry, but we're going to get into the episode, but just a little bit. Yesterday I actually was speaking to a lender partner of mine, and we were having a conversation about what our expectations, are for one another.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just made mention to him as well. While it often seems like I'm extroverted, I'm really an introvert. Right? Outside of,
I don't believe that.
I'm so introverted, Dylan. You could put me on an island and I can live in the world by myself without a cell phone, technology. I'm very introverted.
Really?
Very.
That really shocks me. And I've known Shalaunda for about 2 years now. To the fact that I'm just finding out you're an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
Is crazy.
When I come outside, I am an extrovert, right?
You're extroverted where it's needed.
Where it's needed. But other than that, I can go out to dinner, lunch by myself, theaters, whatever, and just be perfectly
feel like you're
fine.
independent.
I mean, and I think that to the point of one thing in real estate is that relationships are important. And I found that in some of my previous friendships or things like that, individuals felt personally attacked when I wasn't, when I wasn't coming around or just reaching out, when it's like, you guys, when you need me, you always can depend on me. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like my time to myself.
You value time.
I value time. I like to spend it how I like to spend it, right?
With who you want to spend it with, doing what you know.
With who I want to spend it with.
And I respect that a lot.
Yeah. I have been, let me tell you this, I think I started out young, and we're getting way off topic.
Yeah. Keep going now. Keep going.
Right? I started out young. I have a sister. I'm the youngest of 3 in the household. Let's first say that. And so my siblings and I were all 3 years apart. 6 years apart. And so my sister's 6 years older than I am. My brother is 6 years older than my sister. And so growing up, by the time my sister hit her teenage years and, young adult years, I was, I was younger than she was.
Mm-hmm.
But then she started to incorporate me and invite me into her life. So, that's the thrill of, we did parties, everything she did, I did. Like, she was very active in high school, choir,
mm-hmm.
things like that. She had a singing group. They did a ton of things. And so I did too. And then when it was my turn, I did it even more at an elevated level.
Right.
So now it's just like I'm ready to relax. I'm ready to relax.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's how I felt after college. I was like, let me just take a step back.
Yeah.
I'm good. I did all my partying. I had a fun time. Now I'm tired.
Listen,
I'm like a grandpa, I feel.
I do too some days.
I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'm like, who am I?
Listen, don't let anybody tell you that I haven't lived my life, because I definitely have.
Now Shalaunda just needs a nap.
Now I just want to work and go home. I have the children at home, right? So that's it. However, you want to get into the topic?
Let's jump into it.
You guys, I guess we've told you enough about us. But actually, I think it's a great transition into today's topic. And we're going to discuss the day in the life of a realtor. So, just to give you a little bit of background about what we do on a day-to-day basis, I think that for most, Dylan has said, hey, Shalaunda, you know what? I had a conversation with some people, and I had a conversation with some people as well. And I do think they seem to think that we just post on social media every day.
I want to be very clear. As much as we do post on social media, there is a lot more that goes behind the scenes. So I called Shalaunda because I wanted to get some feedback off the podcast.
Yeah.
And I asked people, what do you want to know about the real estate industry? What would you actually want to listen to?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the real estate world gets very glamorized with all the TV shows, the movies, all that. And so the general population's perception of a realtor or a real estate agent is that all we do is walk into multi-million-dollar properties, we post on social media, and then we collect a check at the end of the day. there is a lot more, and I was just telling another agent in our office today that it is not like the TV shows. It is not like the movies. I mean, if you're watching House Hunters, it is not like that. There's a lot more that goes behind the scenes that a realtor brings a lot of value to that transaction. But I understand when the general population is looking at us and they see that we post with our clients, oh, just closed, right? They're like, well, what did you do? You just show them a property and then you're done? No.
Definitely no.
So I called Shalaunda. I was like, I really feel like this would be a great topic to talk about on the podcast. So I'm very excited that this is the episode that we get to talk about it. But I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Does every day look the same to you in this industry or this business?
You know what, Dylan? And here's what my answer to that. Straightforward answer, no. Now, also, I do feel like my day-to-day changes a lot, right? And I am going to dive into what that means to me shortly, right? But so the day-to-day does not look the same for me. It does not. What about you, Dylan?
No.
Yes.
I think when people ask me, what do you do every day, it is different. But as like a principle or a concept of what a realtor does as the activities that we should be doing, that looks the same. And we'll jump more into that later into the podcast of what an agent does every day.
That's right.
But as far as like the structure, no, it doesn't look the same every day.
And so let's talk about the structure of the day, you know, what happens and things like that, because I do feel like that is important and relative for, you know, like you said, the general population to kind of just understand what we actually do.
100%. For me, one of my non-negotiables is that, you know the saying, win the morning?
Yes.
Win the morning, win the day.
Yep.
My morning is the most important part to me.
Yep.
And so I protect that with all my
as you should.
As I can, right? So for me, like something that I love to do is work out. Ooh. So I start my day always at the gym.
Okay. What time are you at the gym usually?
I wake up at 7, get ready, eat a little breakfast, drive to the gym. I'm probably there by like 7:45, 8-ish.
Okay.
Work out for about an hour, and then after that, shower, shine.
Shower, shine.
Shower and shine. And then I'm in the office.
Indeed.
But for me, the gym is a non-negotiable. It's just something that starts my day off so right.
But you're so right, Dylan, because prior to me getting into real estate, and I've kind of slacked off, right? I used to start my day at the gym as well, you know, and I can't even say prior to real estate, because when I worked in construction, my job was the gym. Right, did a lot of working out, but prior to that, like, I had a very like structured schedule, and I've been noticing that since I've parted ways from that, I think just been shifting, and I don't necessarily know if I like, you know, the changes.
Okay.
And so the gym, it wakes you up, right? Gives you this sense of, I don't know, like this winning feeling, like you said.
It's more of a mentality for me, right? It's all like the mental, like as much as like, like love to see my muscles, right? Like love to see that I'm leaning out, you know, my muscles are getting bigger.
If you want to see Dylan's muscle, then catch him at, what gym are you at, Dylan?
I'm at Powerhouse in West Bloomfield.
He's at Powerhouse, West Bloomfield.
Come check me out in the morning. But for me, like as much as like the physicality, like that's great, it's just a mental thing. Like,
for sure.
For me, it's like when you hit a new weight or hit a new PR, it's just such a win, and like
a high.
It's such a high.
Yeah.
It's such a high, and even like I'm now like making friends at the gym.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like nice to see them, because it's the constant people they're going with every day, because that's their routine as well. So it's nice to see familiar faces, But yeah, back to you. It really is a whole mental.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe. I can definitely agree with you. I'll say, because I've been thinking about getting back into the gym. Just was telling another colleague of ours, for one, I'm having these knee issues, and I know the reason why, right? So,
okay,
just getting back to that, like you said, it's the adrenaline that you get, it's the vibes, it's the helps you get into the mindset.
Can't hurt.
But at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm not trying to go to the gym. I did that.
Did you do it later?
Like you said, when the morning on the day, right? It helps me wake up.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and when we're thinking about working out also in the morning, it doesn't have to be to an extreme of going to a gym. It could be just going around, walking around, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No. No. It's something about the atmosphere.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can, but I like the actual gym atmosphere.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's all about the energy.
Yeah, it's all about the energy. So.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, so no, for me, like the gym is my non-negotiable. So like that's how I start my day off.
Okay.
Pretty much every day.
So,
what about you? How do you start your day?
I start my day, and my days look different because I have this weird little sleep pattern. Right. Some days I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning, but for the most part I'm up by 6 a.m.
Okay.
And then 6 a.m. first thing that I do, my non-negotiable is I give my worship praise, to the one that I believe in. And so that's my daily, non-negotiable. After that, it's getting either the kids ready. It just depends on how I feel right after that.
Yeah.
By that time, it's either I'm getting ready or the kids getting them ready now that school is back. And once they're ready, either I'm going to get ready or, if I get ready first, then it's off to just getting ready, prepare myself to get out into the world.
Yeah.
Right? At nighttime, I usually prepare for the next day.
I'm surprised we actually didn't talk about that.
Ah.
The way you prepare your night will set you up for so much success.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that you expand on that for me.
So, at nighttime, I'm looking at, okay, tomorrow, have a few things, some goals set that I like to accomplish. Let's look at what that means for me, right? One of the biggest, being a parent, for one, to alleviate a lot of stress, is meal prepping for the next day, or cooking, right? So that frees up some time that next day. But then also just, who am I going to talk with tomorrow? So where am I going to find these people? How do I insert myself there?
So you're already planning out those conversations, the contacts you're about to make, the day before, the night before.
Yeah. And so conversations are hard to plan out, Dylan.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
At least just making sure that I have something to offer them of value, right?
Okay.
And having a conversation.
Whether that's talking to your friends, your family.
Yeah.
New people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's all planned out.
That's pretty much, yeah. So here's what's going on in the world, and I do not watch TV. So it's just a lot of reading articles, things like that. And then just, hey, I guess this is where I'll be tomorrow, and plan on talking to a certain amount of people before I head out.
So get the kids ready to go, they're ready to rock and roll, and then you start making those contacts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whether that's how you plan, or so based off those contacts you're about to make is from that night before of how you plan. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then that way when I get up and you see me here in the office and things like that, that's because I've already either been out or about to get ready to prepare to go out. And a lot of times I find that it's better for me to get up, come to the office, just kind of put things together, but then later on in the afternoon, actually get myself ready to go out. So
you come in, get ready, and then you're out. You're ready to conquer the world.
And when I say get ready, it's not even getting ready for the day. It's usually me doing something for another time.
Yeah.
Right? It could be preparing for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But it's not necessarily for the day. It's just putting some stuff together, you know.
Right.
But, yeah. And then go out into the real world. I know we have this thing, Dylan, right? What is it? Lead gen.
Mm-hmm.
Lead generate 9 to 11 in the morning. How do you feel about that?
I tried it. It for me, it doesn't work.
And I tried it too, and for me, Dylan, it doesn't work either. And I feel like for me personally, it's like if someone is calling me from 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning, I might feel away, right? It's before breakfast. I know I've been up, but I still might feel away. Like, talk to me sometime later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I will say I get the concept of doing it in the morning because as you get more into your day, there's a lot more issues or hurdles, bumps in the road that could happen, right, with the business. So you don't want to derail yourself. I get it.
correct.
I understand. It makes sense. But just not for me.
Just not for me either.
You know?
What about you? Tell me more.
So I am more of a lead generation guy in the afternoon, late afternoon, right? So for me, as we know, there's different ways to lead generate in business. I think if someone's looking to do the 9 to 11 aspect of lead generation in that time frame, cold calling is a great time during those hours. Circle prospecting is a great time during those hours. For me, my business is based, again, back to what we were talking about, my sphere.
Yeah.
Sphere and referrals. My people don't want me calling them at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to lose a lot of business from that.
In fact, don't call Dylan.
So
wakes me up every day.
I think, and this is something that is just being very intentional and knowing who we're going to contact.
Exactly.
And what makes most sense for them.
Yeah.
So, like, again, back to the people that I'm calling, 9 o'clock's not going to work for them. What will work for them is once they get off of work.
Right.
Right? So I'll either call them, text them, FaceTime them, reach out to them on social media. That feels more, authentic to me, too.
Yeah.
Because that's how I would want to be communicated with. But it's also how they want to. I have to meet them with where they're at.
Where they're at, yep.
So for me, my lead generation is more towards like the afternoon or even at night.
Yeah.
For me, I'm also part of a couple organization groups. And so for me, I also use those as great opportunities to lead generate and get business. So those groups are towards the end of the day. So back to what you're saying, where you planned it the day before or the night before, I know, hey, I have a meeting from 6 to 8 tonight.
Yep.
I'm going to use those 2 hours that I have now
Yep.
to be very intentional to lead generate.
I'm trying to tell you. So it sounds to me like, okay, you're up in the morning, Dylan. You're hitting the gym. Then you're getting ready to go to the office. You're at the office by like 9 or 10 or whatever the case may be.
10:30.
Oh, 10:30. Okay. That's fair enough. Lead genning in the afternoon. You got your organizations where you also lead gen in the evening and things like that. So, yeah. About that, does that about sum your day up?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess when people ask, like, well, when you get in the office at 10:30, sometimes 11, they're like, well, what do you do at that time, right? You just sit around, twiddle your thumbs? And the answer is yes. No, I'm just kidding.
The answer is yes. That's the
kidding.
time that you're on social media, huh?
Exact. No.
No, not when I see you.
For me, I like those hours to be a lot of like the admin work. Because back to where my people are at, they're also working. So I'm not out showing homes. When I'm during that time, it's negotiating contracts, it's submitting paperwork, making sure I'm up to compliance.
Yep.
Research.
Yeah.
A lot of what we do is research.
A lot of what we do is definitely research. I think that's the most enjoyable part of the day to me, to be honest.
Is doing that research?
Is doing research. Yeah.
I mean, back to what a realtor does, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we're not creating something. We are in the people business.
That's right.
And we also need to know how to deal with people.
That's right.
Right? For me, I think my biggest strength is I may not have years on years on years of experience in this business, but what I do is I'll also have the research behind me so that I can perform to the same level as somebody who has been in the business for years on years on years.
Yeah, I think that's important, right? That's how we establish that sense of trust, and we also are able to showcase our level of expertise, right? Because no one wants, well, I'm not going to say no one, but for me, I believe that, in order to do good business, we want someone who is able to be the expert, right? So that at the end of the day, after, things aren't crumbling, right? They're not coming back to bite us. And, we can actually represent our client's best interest based off, what we know and our level of expertise and understanding, because we hit it before, things that we don't know, but also how to go find that information out.
I love what you just said, because I think a lot of what we do is prepare, so that when those questions arise, again, we're that expert, right? Because our clients are looking at us as the expert, and for the monetary value that we get for closing deals, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But also it ties back into the service that we provide.
Correct.
Right? So it's worth what we charge
Absolutely
to our clients. But again, it really is a lot of that prep phase, making sure that everything is going smoothly behind the scenes. So a lot of people like to ask, so what happens when you're under contract? A lot of the things that we're doing, scheduling inspections, attending inspections, going through the inspection report, appraisals, if there's issues with their appraisals, what's happening next, title issues, mortgage issues.
Yep. Oh my goodness, it's endless.
I really feel like, at the end of the day, we were just saying this yesterday on the phone, I think, about how we wear a million different hats in this business, but the title we hold is realtor.
We took the exam for real estate salesperson, yet and still, for one, definitely 3/4 of the time, more than full time. I know that we're playing psychologist or therapist.
Therapist a lot.
Yeah. And like you said, and firefighters, we're fire chiefs.
I swear to God, yes.
Extinguishing out a lot of fires.
Yes. And sorry, I was just talking to another agent about how, back to how it's just not portrayed on house hunters, right? I think a lot of people just expect they'll walk into a home, write up an offer, and they get it, which that's how House Hunters works, TV show. It's not like that in reality.
No.
There's a million things that happen, issues at the final walkthrough.
Yeah.
Right? Really what we do is we try to prevent all the issues possible. I'm not saying that we prevent everyone, because some of the things that are not in our control.
Yeah.
But how we respond to it is in our control.
100%. If you haven't said anything, well, you've said a lot, and I agree with it all, but you're absolutely right. Right, so
I want to talk about, in Keller Williams,
yeah,
as an organization, there's 5 things that an agent must do daily. And when we're saying daily, business days, right?
Okay.
I know us to know that we do work 24/7, but let's say
ask my family, they'll tell you how much I work.
Not that this is accurate, but let's say Monday to Friday, right? 5 things an agent must do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well, tell us, Dylan.
First, and I'm going to be honest, I think the most important thing is lead generate.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have leads, you don't have a business.
That's it.
So, I don't care what time you do your lead generation.
You have to lead generate.
You have to do it. So for us, we found out it works more efficiently in the afternoon or at night.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm not doing all 5 things. I'm not there in that space. I'm probably doing 2, 3.5.
No, and I'm not saying I do them either. I mean, I'll expose myself as well.
Yes.
I'm just saying in the KW world, this is the 5 things that every successful agent should be doing.
Should be doing, absolutely.
Right? So the first thing is lead generation, and I would argue that is the most important thing.
Absolutely. Without doubt.
Second thing, lead follow-up.
Yep.
You could have all the leads in the world, but if you're not following up,
Ooh,
you have nobody.
Let me tell you. So our principal broker and we had a conversation some time ago because, like I was telling you, I'm not so much, I'm not extroverted, right? I'm introverted. So the lead follow-up was something that I really struggled with in the beginning of the business because, and I felt like this, right? And I hope that I can share this, and just because it's my truth, right? Here it is, I'm a ball of knowledge, information that not everyone has access to, or well, you have access to, but you just aren't equipped with, I'll say. And so if I'm putting that out there and it's something that interests you as a consumer, right? Then I thought that, hey, I'm your go-to person. Like, why do I have to follow up? I've introduced myself. You know that I have this information. If you need it, we know each other, or don't know each other, whatever. We exchange information, utilize it. Utilize me. Right?
Doesn't work like that, though.
Right. It does not work like that.
Unfortunately, right?
So, yeah, people want to feel, I don't know, what's the term? Like, what will be the correct term? I'm not here to use anybody. Let me just say that.
Right.
Right. And so, I'm here to help you navigate a process in which you feel just is reserved for your journey wherever you are in life.
Right.
Okay. And so,
well, I know a little hack that I've learned that really has helped me with my follow-up.
what's that?
Is every time I end a conversation or any line of communication with one person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, this is what happens next.
Yeah.
That next is my follow-up.
Bingo.
It just triggers the next time I get to communicate with that person.
Yeah.
So after a showing, here's what happens next. I'm going to give you a call tomorrow. You've digested all the homes, and we're going to talk about them. After we talk about all the homes, this is what happens next. I'm setting them up on a follow-up that they don't even know, really.
Okay, and point taken, because with buyers and things like that, I do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to, like, adding a new lead,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can put you, some people you have to nurture.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
And so it's like, all right, well, yeah. Let's catch up. Yeah, and then what are we gonna do when we catch up? Because I like to go to the library. I will sit at the library and read all day.
I see what
right?
you're saying.
And so it's just like, again, meeting them where they are.
And not every time you need to do that
absolutely
in-person
not.
interaction.
Yeah.
Like for me, newsletter is a great option.
Newsletters are great.
I will say, in a way, it is a follow-up.
Yeah.
You know, because it still delivers valuable pieces of information to somebody, whether they're ready to buy now, a year from now, 20 years from now.
True.
It's still a follow-up.
Yeah.
They're still getting our contact information in their inbox.
And so let's talk about when I'm in the office and things like that. A lot of time I'm evaluating my database, right? The people that I do know, right? Whose information I have or who I've connected with. and things like that. Who are these people? Because a lot of times, like you mentioned earlier, I make new friends. Like I meet new people every day.
Yeah.
Like I meet
it's
new
a lot of people.
A lot of people. But it's just like, okay, just to illustrate, okay, now these are a bunch of people that I've met.
What do I do
right?
with them?
Who's who? Who's who? Right? So I think that's just what it is.
I mean, I struggle with that too, so I don't have an answer for you, because especially like I'm guilty with open houses. I will have a ton of leads walk through.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, what do I do? Who are these people again?
Yeah.
You know? So that's my weakness.
Okay.
Right? Like I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses.
That I know.
Where's the opportunities?
Yep.
What are the threats?
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Basic SWOT analysis.
Basic, yep.
But for me, yeah, lead follow-up is hard because you can't just choose one way to follow up with everybody.
That's right.
Everybody's so different. Everybody has different personalities, different ways they want to be communicated with, that you can't just do the same thing for everybody.
That's right.
I try to automate mine as much as possible just to save myself some time.
Correct.
But
save some sanity, right?
Save some sanity.
We love you all, but we want to be here. We want to be in our right minds.
Listen, I work to live, not live to work.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah, it's tough. So lead follow-up is it's the second thing that I would say is very important, because you know the saying, the fortune's in the follow-up?
Yep. Yeah.
It's true.
Indeed.
If you don't follow up, you're not closing a deal.
That's right. And that's where I spend a lot of my time. It's just the follow-up. The lead gen is easy. Right? And trying to get back into some of my daily activities, right? That I would do that would produce the outcome, you know, that was favorable. And so that's door knocking, I love to lead generate. I can lead generate without any issues.
Yeah.
Right? I can meet new people, and maybe not lead generate. What would be the better term? I'm trying to think. No, that's it.
I just think you like meeting new people.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because I do not think you're an introvert.
I love meeting new people, but it's just like, okay, after I've met new people, now I have to go home. Now I have to go home. You know, I love it. It's kind of cozy there. and so, and it's fun. I love people, though.
But that's why I think you're an extrovert. I really do. I don't think you're an introvert.
My sister says the same thing. She's like, yeah, and I'm like, don't you remember every time you call me? Like, most of the time, if I'm not working, like I'm at home, like doing nothing, like, so. But yeah, I love people.
And that's why I think this is the perfect industry for you. Because again, we are selling houses, we're helping people buy, but it's back to the people.
Yeah.
It's not about, it's really what we do as a service. It's not, we're not creating a product, we're not selling a product. Product will sell itself.
Indeed.
We help the people. And the people find the houses.
Been helping people for a long time. You know,
I think you do it fabulously.
You know, it started out, I was a safety guard in elementary. You know, 5th grade at least. Probably service started before then, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, safety guard. So.
Back to, sorry.
Like, that's it.
No, so 5 things an agent does, right? Lead generate, lead follow up.
Yep.
Third thing, go on appointments.
Yes.
So an appointment can be a buyer's appointment.
Yep.
Listing appointment.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of any other.
Allied resource appointment.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yep.
Yep.
So what's an allied resource?
So Allied Resource is just really a partnership with someone that is has a business that is just one that you want to couple with, maybe align with your values, and you all just work together, like a network.
Yeah, I mean, it's just people could help you with your business. You can help them. The first couple of people I think are mortgage lenders, inspectors, attorneys, builders, contractors. I mean, anybody who still play a factor in the real estate game or industry. Those are Allied Resources, right?
Correct.
They help us, we help them.
Yep.
It's a 50-50 win. It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
So I totally forgot that's another person that you can go on appointments with.
Absolutely.
So go on appointments.
Yep.
Preview homes.
I'm high on
I don't do that as much as I should.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna be honest, and this is me not trying to call out the whole real estate industry, but I don't think majority of people do this every day. But these are the 5 pillars that really are important to a real estate business.
For sure.
So yeah, going and previewing homes, right? That's how, as much as it's great looking at photos online, looking at the stuff, or all the information, the data and everything, I learned best by seeing it in person.
But that's how you become the real can't get it out, the real estate expert.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you have knowledge of what's actually happening in the market, that's beyond stats.
100%, it's experience.
Right, it's experience, but knowing the products that's out there, so that when you do have a client who's looking for something specifically, you have knowledge, pre-existing knowledge of, hey, a product that may, or I'm sorry, a home in this case, that they will be a good fit for them.
And I think it goes back to that trust aspect of, for example, here's a story. I was showing a house, right, to one of my clients,
mm-hmm.
and it's in my local area, so when I was actually previewing homes,
what happened?
I was sorry. When I really was doing all 5 pillars, I previewed another home very similar. It was right down the street, and to be able to tell to my client, like, hey, I went into that home, 123 Main Street, call it that.
Yep.
It has X, Y, Z. That's why it's different from this property, but that's why this property is worth more than X. They're like,
that's right.
Oh, impressive. He knows.
Impressive,
he knows. And I remember I was talking with my sister's boyfriend, and he was like, oh, my friends live on, I forgot where, and I pointed something out because I previewed a home in that community. I was like, oh, that street, I remember because I was at a house right here. He looked at me like, whoa.
I'm telling you, when you're able to give that information, and when you're having conversations, that resonates with people.
And they don't forget that.
They don't forget that, because they're like, how many times can you actually have a conversation with a professional? And especially, there's billions of people in the world. There's millions of homes, right? And in our local areas, there's thousands, hundreds in neighborhoods and things like that. So for you to say, hey, I can, say this about that property or that area, speaks volumes in
100%.
The conversation. Absolutely.
Grows the confidence, grows the trust.
Right.
And that's why you're the agent of choice.
That's right.
So it's important to do. It's not something I do as much as I really should. But just based off even the feedback, even my clients, my friends, my family, they're impressed when I'm able to say,
for sure,
123 Main Street, I know X, Y, and Z about it because I was in it. I walked it. I previewed it myself.
That's something that I used to do when I first got into the industry. Something that I'm hoping to get back into. Well, not hoping, that's something I will be getting back into for sure.
Yeah.
It was something that I really enjoyed doing as well.
100%.
So, yeah.
So that's the fourth thing that an agent should be doing every day. And then the fifth and final thing an agent should be doing is negotiating contracts. And if you aren't negotiating an active contract, it's going over and reviewing your contracts.
Correct.
So that you stay sharp with it.
Yep.
So that's your purchase agreement, your buyer's agency agreement, disclosures, anything that, again, is a document.
I'm doing 3.5 of those per day. That's it. I gotta get to 4.
I know. I'm probably around the 3 mark.
We're gonna get to 4.
And this is like the perfect agent. This is like the star example.
Well, what are we aiming to be? Not
the best, but
the best and not perfect. But yeah.
But and then obviously there's other things an agent should be doing, but not on a daily basis.
I want to be perfect.
But obviously marketing is important.
Oh, sure.
Attending trainings and coaching, learning, growing in each and every day is important. Networking with other
Tuesdays
agents.
and Thursdays. You know, I see you in the office on those days, attending the trainings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just, there's a million things, and I mean, I wish I wrote down the whole list of things that agents do. But those are the 5 pillars, and there's a million things that fall under those pillars.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things that we do behind the scenes to make sure our businesses run smoothly.
I agree with everything you said, Dylan. Very good. Yes. Now, I guess getting back to the day-to-day.
Yeah.
Right? Day in our life. Like I just mentioned, I do fall short, right? I do about 3.5 of those, items. There are things, those pillars that we should be getting done, wrapping them up. And it feels good though. It's a good feeling to be able to check those items off our list.
100%.
For me at least, yeah.
Do you time block your schedule?
Yes. Not always. Recently, yes. So what I did was, let's rewind, you guys, right?
Rewind.
I took some time back in the summer when I was, with the kids mostly, to sit down and just kind of evaluate what I was missing, right, in my business. And time blocking is definitely one of the major components that I needed to address. And so what I did was just have a huge calendar, and I just picked the opportunity, time blocking for the rest of the year, right? And I also extended it out, post this year. That way I can plug and play where necessary. So, big thing that I'm doing is time blocking, and it helps.
It really does. It's something that I still am lacking on. Because it goes back to the basic principle of, are you going to control your day, or is the day going to control you?
Right. Yeah. And I think we talked about this before, because I'm very detailed oriented, right? And so I need to know what it is that I'm going to do so that I can be able to follow through, right? Everything that I do, I want to do it at the highest and best regard. And so, but then too, I don't want to fall short in other areas of my life.
Right.
So I think that it brings balance.
100%.
For me, yeah.
It's sad because I have a calendar literally in my office with very structured time blocks. I need to figure out a different system because I don't look at it.
Focus.
Yeah. Well, that's my main issue.
Yeah.
That's my number one problem.
That was my number one problem as well, and that's why I had to sit down and create this time block schedule.
Well, I have it. I just don't look at it.
Dylan,
I have to figure. Maybe I'll put it up, like tape it up to the wall or something.
Well, where is it now?
It's in the drawer.
After this, you guys, we're going to his office and we're going to put this calendar up.
It's a very detailed calendar. Literally, I have my dinners on there. It like everything on there.
Well, let me ask you this. At the end of the day, are you still able to cross out the activities that's on the calendar? Can you say that, okay, I had this planned and I got it done, maybe not in the time frame that I had specified, but did I complete this task?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
100%. I guess my issue is there's just no structure to it, right? I'm letting the day control me in a way, but
I get it.
we're gonna put some tape that schedule.
Oh, that works. But that wraps up my day, you know.
I think something also important to bring
What's that?
into the whole like schedules of what we do each and every day.
Yeah, tell me.
I want to talk about our hours.
Ooh.
Hours of when we work. So when do your working hours start?
Yes, my working hours, Monday, Wednesday, Friday starts at 9 o'clock. Yep. Tuesdays and Thursdays, it is 11:30 by appointment. And on weekends, I have more availability. And on Wednesdays, I wrap my day up early.
Okay. And so when we wrap up the day, what time does that look like?
On Wednesday, when I wrap up the day, or just in general?
Both.
So in general, I'm wrapping up my day by 8 o'clock. No later than, just because I still have to have a life. So, and when I say wrap up the day, here's the thing. Many people working, you know, at least the working population, they have 9 to 5s.
Mm-hmm.
So, or something like that, that falls in between 11 and 7, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And so that's when I'm able to have a lot of conversations is after noon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. And so I try to make sure that I have time to not only lead generate, but also just have those conversations, whatever the case may be, show homes, things like that. So by 8 o'clock, it needs to be wrapping up the day. But on Wednesdays, 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Noon, I'm done. 12 o'clock noon, I'm done. Right? The weekends, like I said, it's more flexibility, but it's also by appointment only.
Yeah.
As much as I love what I do, I noticed that in the beginning of real estate, I was so, beginning my career in real estate, it's 24/7, and it's still 24/7.
Yeah.
Right, but I was dedicating a lot of my time to, you know, clients and things like that, potential clients, and I was lacking spending time with the kids. No, I take that back. I was there with the kids, but I wasn't as present. It's a difference. I refuse. My non-negotiable in life is to be present. Like, I'm not going to be present with my kids because they didn't ask to be here. Right? So until they're at an age where they have more independence and they don't need me, then they are my priority. And so I'm wrapping things up, dedicating and giving them, you know, my time, because they're my babies.
It's your why.
Yeah, they're my why. And so anything that I can do to be more present in their life, and that does look like closing deals and selling real estate. But right now, they're looking for me on a day-to-day basis.
100%.
They don't care what I sell.
They just, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, your biggest fear is that they grow up and then they look back and they're like, well, Shalaunda was always working.
Yeah, like,
she was
where's
never
my
present.
mom at? Yeah, mom wasn't there. No, I'm there.
It's about that balance,
Yeah.
right? Like, because at the end of the day, this does take up a lot of time.
That's it.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
But once those ratios get out of whack,
Yeah,
that's when we have to take a step back and say, wait.
that's right.
No, this can't keep going on.
It can't. And so for me, And I'm still working on, like I said, bringing balance, counterbalancing my day to day. And that's my goal.
There's a lot of balls we juggle in life.
A lot.
But your family.
Yeah.
I mean, there's you drop that ball.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not bouncing back up.
No. And that's one thing that I refuse.
There's a lot of things that we can drop the ball on and it'll bounce.
And pick back up. Yeah, exactly.
And I would even say business is one of those things.
Yeah.
Family, you cannot drop that.
It's not, to me, it's not worth it. Nothing is worth it. I'm going to be honest. My kids, they're worth it.
100%.
They're worth that time. And I know, and I seem like I feel like I'm talking a lot, but over the last couple of years, right, since I've even gotten into real estate, I've lost a lot of friends and associates, right? One of the most, I guess, impactful losses was this young lady I went to high school with. Real cool, real good person, I can't say we're like friends, but we definitely were associates. Good person. Known her for a long time. And she passed, leaving 2 children behind. And so, young children, I'm talking about they're 6 and 8 years old.
Wow.
Right? And so, also just knowing her upbringing and things like that, it just kind of really helped me put things into perspective, right? Because one thing that I don't fear is, I don't fear death at all. But I want to make sure that we don't know the time, right? Or the place. None of us.
We don't know.
So I want to make sure that at the end of the day, when it comes to my children and my family, things like that, that we've had that time, right?
The most valuable asset anybody could have is your time.
And those memories.
We all have 24 hours in the day.
That's it.
We all do. How are you going to spend those 24 hours?
That's it.
That's what makes the difference between someone who lives a great life to someone who lives a bad life.
Yeah.
What are you doing with those 24 hours?
Yeah. And it's love, right? Like, do what I love, and I do it with the people that I love.
That. And that's just life,
Yeah.
right? Do things with people that you love, people who you enjoy hanging out with.
Yeah.
Life is too short to spend time doing something you don't want to do.
That's it.
Wow, we're really getting... Come on, therapist.
I know. But that's life. That's life for this realtor as of now.
Yeah.
Now,
and it's going to change.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm foreseeing that it's going to change in the next 30 days. So maybe we should revisit this.
I was going to say, every month,
yeah.
Checking to see what our schedules look like.
A day in the life of a realtor.
Yes.
Guys. I can guarantee you that some things are going to change in the next 30 days. So we can come back and share what those things are.
I think we should. I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
For me, I would say, I mean, just as like a generality of like what the schedule, like working hours, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
I'd say, for me, I tell my clients or prospective leads, buyers, sellers, you can contact me between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my working hours. Like I said, I might not...
I'm sorry, no,
you're good. And like I said in the beginning, like, yeah, I go to the gym and I'm usually there at 8, but I can also text, I can also take phone calls, right?
Right.
Call it killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
I love it.
Being efficient with my time. Also, I do lead generate at the gym because I'm talking with people.
I was just going to say that you mentioned something earlier that you don't lead generate until the afternoon, but when you're at the gym, you're lead generating.
In a way, I'm not really as intentional as I should be about it. But I do have conversations with people there, 100%. I mean, if you're breaking down what lead generation to is as like a very general one-line statement, it's having a two-way conversation with somebody and bringing up real estate.
That's it. Bingo.
So I guess in a way, yes. I'm just not as intentional as I should be about it. But yeah, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I would say definitely Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, definitely by appointment only, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless like you have something set on my calendar,
mm-hmm.
the weekend really is my time.
It's your time.
Even though weekend usually is a lot of working. I was gonna say a lot. I would say there's weeks where I feel like I'm working way more on the weekends than the weekdays.
I'll say that for certain. Like I tell even my family, like, hey, if you want to do something, let's do it during the week, because on the weekends that usually is the time that I real estate.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of, I even noticed, a lot of my fires pop up during the weekends.
The weekends.
But yeah, again, I mean, I very much protect my time during those weekends to where a lot of like random crap will come in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very selective on what I take on.
Yeah.
And the stuff that I don't, I'll get back to on Monday.
Well, because
unless it's a fire or an emergency.
Sure.
Back to us being the chiefs of the fire department.
But we can only change what we can change. Anything outside of that is just
unless it needs to be addressed right then and there. It's a Monday problem, not a Sunday at 9 o'clock problem. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all expectation set right from the very beginning.
Bingo, because I just was about to say that, but you beat me to the punch.
I'm so sorry.
No, we're like, that's mental telepathy. But these are the expectations that we are presetting.
100%.
So, hey, listen.
And I tell them also, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but it's more about also why I said, because...
But it's a mutual respect thing, right?
And a lot of people do respect that.
Yeah.
They look at me and they're saying, good, he wants to spend time with his family, because that's a huge value to me. And a lot of my clients also value their families.
That's right.
So I say, I'm sure you can understand, Sundays especially are a great family day for me.
Yes.
During that day, unless we have something already on the calendar, I will get back to you by Monday.
That's it.
I'm so sorry I cut you off, though.
No, you're good. You're good. But that's what it is. It's just having that mutual respect. And I think that also just in any business, all right. How can you run a business 24/7 as one person?
You can't.
You can't. And if you think you can, and you tell me that you can, as a consumer myself, I'm less likely to, to work with and partner with somebody like that. Because there's no way I can expect for you to work 24/7. There has to be.
Tell me you don't sleep.
Yeah.
There
has to be some type of boundary, because at that point, if you're up past 16 hours a day and you start exhibiting behaviors as like someone who's drunk.
Yeah, you're not fully.
So
you're not fully.
Like
there.
Someone
you're not focused.
That's impaired. Like, and that's, you can look that up. That's a fact.
I mean, I don't know where I read it, but it's true. After a certain amount of hours, your focus or your level of work decreases by almost 50%.
Correct.
Almost 50%.
Yeah, your brain is gonna start shutting down.
And even to flip it, I look at it as more as, if you can't even be truthful with yourself and saying, I can't work, how are you going to be truthful with me as a consumer, as a client?
Exactly.
That raises a red flag with me now. If you're telling me you work 24/7, one, I know you don't. So you're not even telling yourself the truth. But you're lying to me already off the bat.
Yep.
That puts up a guard.
Listen. Well, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. So cheers.
This is green tea, you guys.
This is coffee. I need that energy.
Indeed. With ginseng.
But that's about it for my day. I mean,
that's it.
I will say, the days differ depending on what is needed and where my business is at, right? I mean, I will say, just being very transparent, winter times are a lot slower for me. So things get shifted around a little bit more.
Sure.
Summertime, gotta be on the calendar. Things gotta be time blocked, because if I miss it, if it's not on the calendar, I forget about it. Right? Because there's summer for us.
Are the busiest.
It's chaotic.
It's busy. It's
yeah.
Busy season.
Lots of buyers, lots of sellers. So that schedule looks a lot more chaotic if you look at it.
People are just happier in the summer, right? They're out getting vitamin D.
100%.
Right, and so it just fuels their.
Yeah, I mean the winter depression, the winter blues, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
It is a real thing. You can also look up that study while you're at it.
No, yeah, real thing.
I mean, it gets cloudy. No sun. I mean.
I know. For me, in the winter, I thrive in the winter.
What?
Call me a polar bear. But I like the winter. Not so much a fan of summer, the heat, and I'm a summer baby.
That's fair.
I think I said this before on one of the podcasts, but I'm allergic to the sun.
So is my mom.
And so the summer heat, it just irritates me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wintertime, I can deal better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fall guy. Love the fall. So right now I'm in my prime.
Yeah.
This is my prime. I love this time of year. We're actually, speaking of fall, we're going to be talking about that on the next episode. So I think it's kind of a perfect way to wrap it up today.
Let's wrap this day up.
Unless you have anything else to add.
Nope. That's it.
Beautiful. I think I'm good with all
that
I talked about. But no, we'll be talking about fall next episode. Shalaunda, do you want to give them a little sneak peek or kind of go, what's the talking points we're going to be?
Well, I think that if you're someone who just doesn't know, or I would even say, if you're really thrilled about summer and spring, we're going to get you excited about fall and winter.
I love that.
That's it.
I love it. So
sneak peek.
So stay tuned. Set those notifications on so that you know when each and every episode drops. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you are on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, hit that follow button. And we look forward to dropping new episodes each and every week.
Yes.
Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Shalaunda, how do they reach out to you to give feedback if they want to see a specific episode be talked about, or if they're ready to look to buy, sell, invest?
Well, first and foremost, thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate that. If you have any real estate needs, you can reach out to me directly. I do enjoy having conversations. As you can see, Dylan and I have these conversations every Wednesday because we just love having these conversations. But call me is what I'll say first. Give me a call, 586-339-8321. That number is also good to receive text messages. And I'm also good at returning text messages. Aside from that, that's the way I like to communicate. So, Dylan, I'll turn it over to you. How should they reach out to you?
Same way. Best way to do it is, I love a good phone call. I really do. My friends, again, they call me a grandpa because I hate texting. I don't hate it. It just, I'd rather hear your voice. I'd rather have a live conversation. But, so I would say the best way to reach out to me is give me a phone call. 248-891-9860. But that number as well is also a great number to text. And just like Shalaunda said, I will text you back. But give me a phone call. I want to hear you. I want to speak to you. Right? So give me a phone call. But if you're a texter, give me a text. Let's get the process rolling.
All right. So we're going to wrap things up, and we'll see you next episode. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bam! That was a good episode.
I like that episode.
That was a good episode.